Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA. Action coming to you live on this Saturday night. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
The Heat take great pride in what they try to do defensively, their activity, their awareness, their alertness. Well, this team, as they grow, right now they're committing a ton of fouls. Well, that comes with the territory about learning some of these schemes and trying to be as physical as they like to be.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Conley. Back to Thompson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And you talk about the discipline for the Heat. Not a team that gambles a lot for steals.
No, don't like to overextend. They like to stay at home, and they like to stay in their pockets. They like to contest shots, and then you can't finish off a defensive possession until you grab a rebound. So everybody gets involved in that.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harrell. Second chance shot. Embiid knocks it loose. And he recovers it. Embiid with the steal. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
To the middle. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
And Murray, here we go. Pass to Collins.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
But they get it back. Here's Conley to the inside. Offensive rebound. And it's Harrell missing.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And Parsons slams it in.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And it's Harris with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 10. Shot to stop the run.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Here's Parsons. And Parsons slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Here's Lynn. And he overshot that one, missing.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lynn there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks him.
Miami shooting their first free throw tonight. Now here's Payton. It's deflected. To the paint. Embiid with the steal. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Lynn. And he drops it in from the low post. Lynn's got 5 now.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid inside. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. A nice shot by Lynn. He's got 7.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. And here is Payton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Harrington's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Portland. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering that?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
Back to Thomas. Over Payton. Thomas, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
And there's the call on Kuzminskis. That is his first foul of the game. Payton outside. Pass to Harrington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Larry Markkinen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
And Markkinen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie great.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Right wing. Back to Thomas. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Turner with the steal. Thomas, no luck.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
From deep. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Harrington. From down in the low post, it goes. Harrington's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Jones sends it back. Pass to Harrington. Now here's Burks. Misses the three.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. Now here's Thomas. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to LeVert. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Robinson with it. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Robinson misses.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
For last season, a strong one for the Portland Trailblazers. Actually came out on top of the Northwest Division.
Yep, snuck all the way up to that 3rd seed with the tight grouping in the Western Conference. And 4 teams in the division made the playoffs last year. 5 were in the race. Certainly was one of the toughest divisions in the league, and the Blazers ended up on top.
LeVert. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Thomas, no good.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Kuzminskis. Stolen away. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. And he lobs it up. Burks with the steal. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
Conley into the lane. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
He hits the second from the line. Portland leading by 19. Pass to Parsons. Here's Collins. Burks in the corner. Misses from close range.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense. Now in his 7th year with the Blazers, they've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Now Burks. After Chris Middleton missed from long range. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 21. Inside. Here's Collins. To the middle. Embiid trying to break loose. Collins, good. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Now here is Robinson. No points in the game yet for him. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Harrell. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Down low. Banked in off the glass. Harrell's got his first basket of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Parsons. And it's Miami with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. We have so many great point guards in the league right now. Brent, which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry still at the point guard position does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
Here's Harrell. Portland making their last shot. To the inside. Goes back up. And he lays it straight in. Harrell's got his second basket of the night.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Portland moving the ball around. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Over in the corner, Conley. Stolen by Collins. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Here is Robinson after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. To the paint. Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, John Collins is a very athletic big man out of Wake Forest. He wasn't thought to be a very impactful rookie, but I think Mike Budenholzer timed it well as he got more minutes late in the year. And with that burst and length, it can be scary when he gets on his way to the rim.
Now here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. And the shot no good. A bit short. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, then he's off to the races.
And a good decision on the move. Too often we see teams have this kind of opportunity and fail to convert.
Miami foul call.
And Portland making a change here.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
To the paint. Here's Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
And Robertson rising up and stretching out a bit to throw one in.
Upside Thomas. Out to the wing. And the rejection by Collins.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
24 seconds left in the third. Here's Murray. Over in the corner, Harrington. 5 on the clock. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
And you got to like the vision for marking it. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Trailblazers out in front, just dominating this one. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now Lynn. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League And maybe it was because those were the grades that I had that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
And that one is good.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
A nice shot by Lynn.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Over to the left wing. For three, Harrington. Nailed from three-point land.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Here's Lynn. Shoots from the block. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
Murray right side. For three, Harrington. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Here's Lynn. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3-ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
And he makes that one. And that's 13 points for Lynn.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Parsons' shot is off. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Heat. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. To the wing right side. Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 6. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Now here's Parsons. Five to shoot. Pass to Harrington. Portland again missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Lynn. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Nobody near Parsons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Lynn. And the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Robertson. Back to Embiid. Tries a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Lynn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Murray surveying the D. Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. Misses the jumper.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Out to the wing. Here's Robertson. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get the shots like that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first free throw is good.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's Payton. Portland moving the ball around.
Well, Payton getting after it and picking up some fouls right now.
The first one falls. Good on both. Outside, Lynn. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rebound by the Trailblazers. That's good from Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Harrell. From 13. Miami no good on that time either. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a massive